what I'm thinking about is what impact it has on babies that are born in this model versus a hospital. Do you have anything to say about that? How
I
important that
love
is?
that question. Yes, that is such an important question. I remember years ago, one of the local pediatricians said to us, I can always tell one of your babies because they are so much more relaxed in their bodies. So when she was getting to see them for their 1 to 2 week visit, it was just so notable to her because pediatricians are seeing our babies a little later than they're seeing the other babies. And she just said it's so clear that they had a different birth experience. And, that was completely unprompted from her. And I thought that was such a lovely observation. So, really, so much, yes, of this is about the birth experience for the mom, her autonomy, her ability to be her own decision maker in her
Mhm.
pregnancy and her birth. We could talk for hours about all the reasons and importance about that. But there's this other person who's the baby, right? Who's getting born. And what what about their experience? What is it like to come into the world and have what is that first experience like? Who's greeting you? Who's touching you? What's the temperature in the room? What are the lights like? What is the energy in the room, for lack of a better word? I mean, is it one of franticness or trust or urgency? How necessary is that urgency if there's urgency? If something needs to be done, can it be done in a calm way that actually includes a kind of a permission when interacting with the baby? And all of that is really possible. Treating that baby's fresh little body with the utmost respect and doing it at a pace that, to the very best of our ability, allows for the baby to integrate what's happening, is possible. And that's not necessarily something that is thought about in the dominant model. Um, and I think things become habitual and they become rote. And it's something that's very, very important in what we do. Um, and really, what we're trying to do is to not do anything unnecessary. So, in the ideal birth situation, and actually in the typical birth situation at the birth center or at home birth, people have the option to do either. Um, the mom can catch the baby, the dad can catch the baby. But if the midwife is catching the baby, that baby is gently and slowly brought to the mom, and slowly and quietly, the mom can discover the baby's body. Maybe even the baby's born and just gently allowed to rest where it lands. And the mom, in her own time, can take a breath, reach down, pick the baby up, slowly discover the baby. You know, there isn't a rush. And our nervous systems evolve to just take a minute.
Mhm.
And there is a
Mhm.
lot of speeding up that happens right around that moment of birth. And there's a lot of tendency in the room. People get very activated and want to interfere and intervene. They want to do a lot of rubbing and drying and messing with that system. And actually, very, very little is required. If that baby has good tone, if that baby has good color, there's very little we need to do except pay close attention and allow the system to work as it is designed to do.